Why are so many people moving to Star Idaho? The locals will tell you it's full. It's not. It's growing, and it's got a lot more room to grow. And some people love the rural feel. There's a lot more to see about Star, so buckle up, Buttercup. Let's go. Hi, my name is Brian Hymas, realtor at Brian Hymas Real Estate at Boise Premier, and I'm making videos for you about Boise so you can get to know, like, and love Boise without being here. I was born and raised in Boise, and so when I say Boise, I mean the Boise Valley. Lived in Southwest Boise, went to Meridian High School, went to all Meridian schools. Have lived in Eagle for the last 7 years, lived in Middleton for a couple. I've lived in quite a few spots in the valley, and like to think that I'm an expert on that valley. So we call the valley the Treasure Valley. Another thing I've done is I appraised homes for a couple years, 2 to 3 years, and then I've also been involved in real estate as my full-time gig starting in 2017. So I've been doing that for the last 5 years or so. Now, obviously, if you like all things Boise or Boise real estate, hit subscribe, tap that bell so you're notified when all the new videos I make are coming out. I go live monthly. I put out new videos at least weekly, so you'll want to be the first one to see those when they come out, and you will benefit greatly from that. Also, if you are looking to move to Boise or the Boise Valley, the Treasure Valley, I would love a phone call, text, or email from you letting me know that you are doing so, and there is no greater compliment that I can receive than from people like you and the many others that have contacted me of the plans you have to move to Boise. I absolutely love it. It's fun to brag on my city. It's fun to make this content and brag on my city and then take you around and show you homes and receive all the praises about Boise and the home builders and all that type of stuff we have here and the quality of homes and the HOA, the feels of the neighborhood, the amenities, the restaurants, everything about Boise. I love showing that off. So if you're looking to move to Boise, I would be happy and elated to show you around and help you in that process. It is my greatest joy in my work. I absolutely love doing it, and I'd love to help you. Okay, so the question still remains, why are people moving to Star? In my opinion, Star is a small town, rural, yet growing city that's very close to a lot of things. It's not too far from Target, Costco, and Trader Joe's. Why do I mention those three? Because they're the three that get asked every time people come to town. You know, you need to go to Nampa or Meridian to do your major shopping, like at Walmart. Star is popular because it's not in the traffic, but yet you can get to anything within 10, 15, 20 minutes. And so that's why people like Star. They say what Star is today, Eagle was 20 years ago, and what Middleton is today, Star was 20 years ago. So you can kind of see that progression when you look at the map. You've got Eagle, Star, and Middleton, and they are on the north side of Highway 44, and so the growth is happening slowly to the west. And so if you like Star, or you like Middleton, or you like what Star is going to be, or you like what Eagle is going to be, or Eagle is, you can kind of buy accordingly. Based on the latest projections from the U.S. Census, we're looking at a population around 11,000. Star is growing at about a 5.77% growth rate annually, while at the same time, they have more than doubled their population since 2010. Locals might say it's too fast. I would say in Star, there's plenty of roads, there's plenty of infrastructure. The school's starting to see some crowding, but they've tried to overcome that. They've redrawn boundaries and things like that. So median household income for Star is around $87,000. So in my opinion, Star's a great place. I would live in Star in a heartbeat. Absolutely no problems with Star. In fact, not only do I not have any problems with Star, I honestly give it two thumbs way up. So there's some huge acreage homes, there's some small acreage homes, there's new builds, there's old builds, there's the old downtown, there's a couple gas stations, one stoplight town. It's got $1 million homes that overlook the valley. It's got 2, 3 bed and 1 bath, 2 bath types homes that are closer to that stoplight as the homes have been there a little bit longer. So it's got a wide variety of homes. The homes that are going now, you could look at Hope Springs, where you've got these smaller lots. You could look at Star River Ranch, which is huge lots and multi-million-dollar homes. It's got really a variety. It's got old, new, less expensive, more expensive. It's got some amenities. It's only 15 minutes to Target, 10 or 15 to Costco, depending on which side of town you're on. It's got 2 grocery stores, so your grocery shopping's there. It's got its own elementary. It's got its own middle school. I'm guessing high school is coming in the works, but the high school is going to a new high school this year, and it's actually south of Chinden Road. Let's start off this Star Idaho conversation with housing prices. Median home price in Star is $567,000. That home price is obviously up from 2 years ago when it was significantly lower. The median days on market right now is 5, but what's days on market mean for you? Basically, we're still in the seller's market, while at the same time, it used to be 2 or 3 days on market. Now it's 5. That's awesome. We want to see that number increase. When homes are priced right, they're modernized, and they are fixed up, ready to go, they're receiving top dollar. Greedy homes are going to be, say, on the market a weekend or 2 or 3 or 4. We've seen that. We've seen price decreases. That's why we're seeing those price decreases, in my opinion, is because people are trying to get too much money for what the market's willing to pay. Remember, it's all a supply and demand game. This is not an invent your price, or you need to collect $600,000 even though your house worth $5, so someone's going to buy it. Like, that's just not how it works. And so the days on market plays into that because of the supply and demand. We're still seeing a huge demand for Idaho, and in this case, and for Star. One thing we track here at Brian Hyman's Real Estate is the city council notes, and they're fun. There are 14 pending new subdivisions, and there's 12 that are trying to get approval. It's a growing place. There's so much room to grow. I've taken people there, and they've said, wow, there's a ton of space. But I don't like how there's cornfields. And I'm like, what? You don't like how there's cornfields? Like, that's everything was a cornfield, right? And or a potato field, or a wheat field, whatever it might be. So it's definitely, you've got these subdivisions that might be packed in there, like, 0.2 acre packed in. I'm not talking about just mini, but you'll see space between neighborhoods with fields. And so if that's your style and you want to be 10-15 minutes from everything, Star's a great place. Let's dive into some of the neighborhoods here in Star. The first neighborhood we're going to talk about is Heron River. It is south of Highway 44, which is State Street that goes right through Star. A lot of the homes on there are on water. You'll see builders like Core, Executive, Emmett Price, Shadow Mountain, Stanford, Ted Mason. There is one builder in there I don't love, and everyone else is pretty good. But my 2 favorites, I'll just tell you my 2 favorites on that list, Ted Mason and Core. I really like the homes that they build. In there, you'll find a low of about $471,000 up to a high of about $866,000. Median home price sell in there is $664,000. And the acreage range is as low as 0.13 all the way up to 0.44. So you'll see quite a variety, and you'll see different phases have a different feel, and that's why, is because each phase kind of has a different lot size. Next subdivision is on the north side of Star. It's around Beacon Light area, and it is the Helena Vista. But you'll see home builders in there. Core is on there again. Solitude, RTL, Stacy, and Shadow Mountain again. So my 2 favorite home builders on there are Core and Solitude. I love their builders. In particular, I know their owners. I know 3 of the owners in there, and 2 of the owners in there that I love are Core's owner and Solitude. I could say good things about RTL and Stacy as well. Those homes are pretty cool in there because they're kind of shelved, and so if your house faces north and your backyard faces south, you'll have a view of your backyard is on that shelf, and it will be. So those homes are mostly built out. We saw home sales go as low as $469,900. Home sale high was at $776,560. Acreage range was from 0.18 acres all the way up to 0.48. And I didn't say it before, but there's 43,560 square feet in an acre. So if you're more into square feet, 43,560 in your calculator, you can plug that in and figure what that is. Next one is across the street south of Colina Vista, and that is Hope Springs. Homes in here, we have Asbury, we have Berkeley, Tresidio, and Ted Mason. Love all 4 for sure. Of all those, if I had to pick one favorite, it'd probably be Tresidio because of, well, you really can't tell. I mean, they're all great homes. I love Tresidio's people that work there. I've always found them super pleasant. I can say the same. I've never had any bad experience with anyone on this list. I just had extra good experiences with Tresidio. And when everyone was going spec homes and trying to just pump out homes, Tresidio stayed true to their values. I've always loved Tresidio. Home sale got a little bit south of $400,000 at $397 for the low and up to $752 for the high. Again, there's smaller lots in here. You'll see that in this number, 0.129 acres for the low size of acreage, and then up to 0.22. So nothing even cracks a 1/4 acre in there in Hope Springs. There's a few builders in the Boise area that are really large production builder companies, and they try to fit as much square foot as they can in for your dollar. So the money goes into getting the square feet, the structure, the lot, and a lot of the extras that you'll see in the semi-custom homes aren't there with CBH, Hubble, and Hayden Homes. I do have my favorite in that list. I really think it's a lot of preference though, and I don't have anything I want to say to distort what might be your reality when you come to town. I think I've said in some other videos, it just depends, because each one can build a little bit different home depending what neighborhood they're in. And sometimes you might not get that, solid surface countertop in some of those types of homes. And some neighborhoods you do. So you just have to be on the lookout for what that means for you. Greendale Grove is a Hubble Home subdivision. They have a price as low as $380 sell in that neighborhood, as high as $496. While at the same time, I had a customer go in there a few weeks ago and was going to build a $580,000 home with them because it was going to be semi-custom. They were going to raise the ceilings from 8 to 9 feet. They're going to put hardwood floors throughout. and kind of make it a little bit nicer, but it was still a nice way for them to get a lot of square footage with that builder. That neighborhood's located on the north end of Star. They're actually doing a new phase where they're going to do like RV lots and a little bit larger lots, and so it'll be interesting to see how that plays out with Hubble. There are lot sizes between 0.129 acres and 0.276 acres, so still a smaller lot size, but I'm anxious to see what Hubble brings, because they are in the middle of trying to transition to being just getting a touch above what they used to be in terms of just being the bare bones. And so we'll see what that brings. I'm excited to see it. So that's Greendale Grove. It's a Hubble home subdivision there in the North Star area. If you have a larger budget, there's a neighborhood called Layton Lakes. It kind of looks and feels more like Middleton. It's a couple miles west of where the typical boundary ends for Star. Those homes are on like 5 acres, or we're looking at like $2 million homes. But you have huge man-made ponds for to go jet skiing or boating and put your dock on there. And big enough, 5 acres is huge, so you can be doing a lot of things with your yard. Some of that acreage is actually in the water. So it kind of depends on how you use that, but those are some nice homes, and that one you can bring your own builder. A CBH neighborhood that I've seen out there is Fallbrook. That one anywhere from $436,000 on the low end to $737,000 on the high end. Acreage range is similar to that Hubble home subdivision we saw, 0.128 all the way up to 0.255. Again, and CBH is building spec homes, so they're building them, and then you go buy them if you want them. You're not grabbing the build and changing or modifying anything. They used to do that, which is a little bit different. That's why CBH's finishes look a little bit different now. They're pretty standard, because that's what's getting people into homes. Most bang for your buck is with CBH and Hubble and Hayden, and that's the way they decide to do it. Next up is Toll Brothers subdivision called Heirloom Ridge. Toll Brothers is what used to be called locally Coleman. Toll Brothers is a national company that bought them out. You'll see home prices be anywhere from probably a touch over $500,000 if you get a lot and don't do any upgrades, to you could be touching with a large home, you could be up to $1 million. There are acreages as low as 0.152 up to double that, about 0.292. And that's because with them you get to pick your lot, you get to pick your home, and you get to pick your upgrades and your structural upgrades. It's semi-custom. And so you could be next door to someone who's got the same floor plan, but it's costs $150,000 less because they didn't do as much as you, or that your lot's a little bit bigger. Now that $150,000 is probably a little dramatic, but kind of gives you an idea of the price ranges in there. So remember, 43,560 is how many square feet per acre. So if you are looking to build and that's how many square feet you want in your acres, then Heirloom Ridge in that budget, that would do something for you. And the last one we're going to talk about is Star River Ranch. The home builders in there is Todd Campbell, Woodbridge, Madden, and B&B Custom Homes. Remember, if you're building a custom or semi-custom or production home, what is the benefit of having an agent there for you? The benefit is the commission is being paid out to either the buyer's agent for double commission, or you're going to be represented by someone who's not paid by the builder, me or someone else, the commission that's already pre-written before you show up. And so that is protection for you. You're not paying anything extra, you're not getting a deal by going straight to them. In my opinion, it's pretty risky, because you're going to have somebody who's going to try to play both sides. So what happens when your countertop doesn't come in and you don't know what to do, and it doesn't say in the contract what you're supposed to do? What do you think the agent's going to tell you? They're going to tell you what supports the builder. They're not going to tell you what supports you. You want someone on your side. You want somebody who schedules the home inspection, who demands the most out of the builder to get you your perfect home. That's what you're buying it for, is the new, nice, and shiny. And so you want to be protected, and it's a little bit of a free insurance policy, right? Somebody who's born and raised here, knows if it's a good value, is the boots on the ground for you. So when you're out of town, you can build that home and they can visit and take pictures for you. And then someone who stands up for what you need and protects your rights, that's what an agent's for. Legalities and protecting you and knowing the area and giving recommendations. So Star River Ranch price range, I've seen them as low as about $1 million, and then as high as about 2.5. And that's what I've seen as I've searched. The acreage ranges, I've seen them close to a third, and the acre ranges go from anywhere from 0.28 to about almost 3/4 acre. And so that kind of gives you an idea of what the acreages are like and what the prices are like. Star River Ranch is going to shape out to be a super nice community. Let me give a plug for that subscribe button for you. What that does for you is every time there's a new video released on Boise or real estate or Boise real estate here, you'll get a little notification after you click that bell of all the new stuff. That's weekly videos from me, and that's a monthly live YouTube Q&A where you get to find out about the market, ask questions about different market sectors. And so if you're interested in Boise or Boise real estate, that subscribe button's for you. All right, when we look at Star's grocery stores, let's take a look at that. We have a Ridley's in town. This is the east side of Star. There's a Ridley's right here. There's also an Albertsons. I'm not sure if it's even gonna make the map yet. Closes soon. Okay, this one actually opens soon. It's not built yet. They're building it out right now. And so that's where that new Albertsons is gonna be. And that's gonna be next to an Epic car wash, which is one of those you pay your 20 or 30 bucks a month and get your car washed there. There's a Brunel Tire Factory here. There's a Les Schwab here. There is a few restaurants downtown. I'll kind of give you an idea. Let's take a look at what the downtown looks like. If this is gonna help you, this kind of a quaint, small town feel for sure. That gives you an idea of what we're looking like when we look at some of the grocery stores and what's there. If you're looking to travel, however, you will be going from, and you want to go to Costco, from here to here is probably 10 minutes, and you'd get here from that way. This is country roads. If you wanted to go to Albertsons and Eagle, you're 15 minutes that way. If you want to go to Walmart, you're right here, in that yellow spot right there. That yellow spot's Walmart, and that would be 15 minutes, maybe just whatever that is, a mile more than that. But you're starting to get into a stoplight here, a stoplight here, a stoplight here, four-way stop. But you're starting to get this is where the growth of North Meridian's happening. So you're starting to see some of that growth get in. Target, you're looking right here. That's the Target, the yellow there, or Target's right here. Kohl's, there's a Kohl's here. There's Trader Joe's is right here in this parking lot. This is probably 20 minutes from Star. This is probably 15 minutes from Star, maybe 17 minutes. And so you can kind of get an idea of what is offered from Star when you look at some of it compared to the map. So when you're looking at going out to eat for the night, you'll be heading into the Nampa exit here. This is where Costco is, and that's another Costco. So there's a Costco here, there's a Costco here, and there's a Costco here. And this would be like where some of the Texas Roadhouse, and there's Red Robin right here. There's a Texas Roadhouse right here. There's Olive Garden over here. Some of the main chain restaurants are along, here, or along this Eagle Road. The Cheesecake Factory is down here in the mall. There's the Ruth's Chris downtown, Bardonnay, Eagle's right here. And there's one downtown. You're looking 20 minutes to here, probably less than 20, because my house to here is 22 minutes, so probably like 18, 20 minutes from here to here. And then from Star to here, so my house to this intersection, this is where our brokerage office is right here, is about 15, 17 minutes. And so you can judge from here, hitting this highway, which is gonna be pretty smooth sailing, probably about 20, 22 minutes to get down here. So hopefully that gives you some sort of an idea. All right, so when we look at some of the elementary schools, let's zoom in on Star. Star has one elementary school. It's located right here. They have a B+ rating, and they're walking distance to a lot of homes, which is awesome. You can see how many homes are in this region here. That's a ton. That's awesome. What we have in terms of Star Middle School is right here. Oh, that's good. It's already highlighted for me. Look at that. It's new. It's new as like 3 years ago, maybe 2. And that one receives A- ratings. That one attracted a lot of the new teachers, and those new teachers, all the teachers that wanted to be there. Located maybe 5 minutes from here to here. And then the high school that some of Star goes to, E-Star goes to Eagle High. That's a picture of it for you. And then the other portion goes to Owyhee High School, which is right here. I already made the map. So that is a quick drive up here, and this is all country roads, so the kids can get here. And this is under construction at the moment, trying to widen it for the river. And then this highway is pretty nice, so they could probably just hop it there in a heartbeat. Owyee's so new that I don't know how that would be able to have a rating so far. North Star Elementary is a public charter school you can apply to go to. That one is located right here. And that one has an A- rating. We went there for a bit. We absolutely loved it. It's kind of the school, it's not religious because it's still public, but it's got like pictures of George Washington praying next to his horse and some, founding fathers and stuff. It's a pretty cool school. Galileo's across the street. Galileo's a pretty good school. That one has an A- rating. North Star is about 11-minute commute from center of Star, and Galileo obviously the same because you turn left or right. It's like, same. It doesn't really matter. And that kind of gives the schools a rounded out rating. Eagle High opened, first graduating class was in 96. And then Owyee's first graduating class will be in 2022. So Owyee's a huge area. It's servicing a lot of this and then a lot of Star. You can imagine that pretty soon this is going to be built out. Is what I'm gonna guess, and then pretty soon we'll have another high school in the Star region is what I'm guessing. Or you could even have Eagle High serve serve Star, and then since there's no high school on the east side of Eagle, you could have a high school over here. Just brainstorming. When it comes to recreation in Star, there's a lot of. So I mentioned the subdivision of Hillsdale earlier. Hillsdale is located right here. This is all Hillsdale, okay. And a lot of those people who have 4-wheelers up there, they'll just go 4-wheeling and out their back door. And that's where their playground is. And that's kind of fun. There's the park that's right here, if I zoom in on it, in the corner of Star and Floating Feather, Hunters Creek Spork Park. That's pretty cool. There is, and taking a look now, we have Star Riverwalk Park. I've been there. There's a little spot you can just jump off of into the river, and there's people fishing and just hanging out in the river all summer long right here, fishing hole. So that's a cool little area. There's also Blake Haven, and Blake Haven is located a little bit more central to the residential areas. Just a quick, small little park there. And Firebird Raceway, this never actually been there. It's drag racing, but it's located up here between Star and then Emmett's up here. Kind of give you perspective of the valley. Emmett's up here. And so that's Firebird Raceway right there. It's drag racing in the summer. So that kind of gives you an idea with a map of what Star looks like. Hopefully that helps. All right, so we're going to talk about the hospitals in Star. So when we look at the hospitals in the area, there is a St. Luke's downtown right here. There's a St. Al's around right here. And when we talk about Eagle has one right here, it's a St. Al's. Star has one right here. The major hospitals though, there's a St. Luke's around down here. There's a St. Luke's right here. There's a St. Luke's right here. St. Al's, the major ones are here and here. Those are the major hospitals. Now you have little clinics and tiny little emergency rooms. You know, you have urgent care and hospital in Star. It's right here. This can give us an idea of what this holds. But this does have an urgent care, and they are family medicine as denoted in that picture. So that's really close here. There's another, that's a little medical group. It's not exactly a hospital. This is a hospital. You can be admitted there. If you were to look at the one in Eagle, we're about 10 or 15 minutes from this one. The hospital in the Nampa area, which is right here, that's my house. From Star downtown to here is probably 15 minutes, maybe 10. From North Star up here, you're probably looking 15, 20. And so that's that major St. Al's. This one's not as big, this one's bigger. This is the biggest one right here by a long shot. And this one you're probably 25 minutes to from Star. And you take the highway and then you go through this way to get there. You don't go to the freeway to get there. When we look at St. Luke's, the St. Al's and St. Luke's are our two biggest hospitals in the whole valley. We have, this is the main hospital, this is the second biggest hospital in the town, this is the third biggest. And those are like when we deliver our babies, we have to go to St. Luke's. This is a decent sized place here. That's probably the fourth largest in the valley. So you can get from here to there pretty quick. Probably just the same amount of time to get from there as is to here, because this is all back roads, no traffic. So that gives you an idea of the hospitals. I've seen a Salzer come into town, and I was just learning the other day what Salzer is, but there's some urgent cares with Salzer. And there's one right here that's an urgent care, I know that. So after having taken a look at Star, I want you to look at yourself and ask yourself, would you move to Star? Is it something that appeals to you? You know, location to things, how rural it is, how dense it does or doesn't seem to you. Hopefully some of the footage that I've been talking has helped you see some of that, and the maps and everything else. So I want to know, would you consider moving to Star? That's pretty good. If I were moving from out of town, what would I do? I would certainly consider Star. I love Star. I mean, I feel like I basically live in Star, except for it's 1 mile to the west. And so I love Star. I think it has a little bit cheaper price tag than Eagle, while at the same time enjoying some of the same amenities as Eagle. And you can be just as close and enjoy the city of Eagle just as if you live in Star. So I love Star, I love Eagle, I love North Meridian, I love this area. To me, they're definitely different and distinct, but if you're on East Star and West Eagle, you are basically in the same spot, and that's basically me. So again, a reminder to click subscribe, to hit that bell, because every time I make a new video about Boise or real estate or Boise real estate, those videos get pinged in your inbox, and you'll be able to see those videos right away to not miss out on any of the new stuff. I even do live Q&As, and so you don't want to miss those as well. Those are monthly. My videos that I put out like this are weekly. But if you are considering Star or Eagle or North Meridian, or even just anywhere in the Treasure Valley, there is no better compliment that I can receive than from you than to receive a phone call, text, or email at the number or email on your screen needing my help. So really, that's why I do these things. While I love talking and bragging about my city, I love helping people find homes as well, so it's a perfect fit. So if I can be of help to you, please, please, please reach out. Would love the chance to do it. Many people, I'm getting calls all the time, and my schedule's not too busy, but it is a huge compliment to work with those people, and it would be a huge compliment to work with you. So one thing you might want to consider is, if you're interested in Star, is Eagle. So if you are interested in Eagle, you might want to click that video right there on Eagle, Idaho's pros and cons. That video is awesome. Why are so many people moving to Star, Idaho? Can't this place... Started in 2007 as an appraiser. I know I look a little older than that, right? In 2007, I started as an appraiser, which I know doesn't surprise you because I don't have a baby face. In 2007, I started as an... In 2007, I started as an appraiser. Did that till about 2010, early 2010s. In 2007, I started as an appraiser. Man, I'm really going over this over and over and over and over again. 2010s, the market was such that no, I'm not gonna do that. Don't say that. That was in May, and I've been doing it, no. Whew. Obviously up from 2,000 years,